right?
Well, wait. Let me answer his question because he asked about
I'm sorry.
career or
Let him
family.
answer your
Say,
question.
hold on. Right, go for it. Hold on, you.
He asked about career or family. Would you rather
Which
chase
one?
your dreams
Yeah.
or
That was a great
pursue a
question,
family?
actually, too.
So for me, I've always been career driven.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been family driven in a sense because I've always stepped up for my family and our family business. The question that he asked her was, what if you meet this good looking guy and he's like, hey, I want to take you out? Would you shift your ideas as far as, well, I'm career driven and I don't have time for a man right now, blah, blah, blah. I think that depends on the energy of the person that you're exchanging with. So like you can meet plenty of men. You might have that one that catches your attention where you're like, you know what, I am interested in this man. So I've given people opportunities over time. So even though you're career driven, you still make room for love. So I feel like you can balance both. There's a balance there. And I don't necessarily feel like you have to train anybody for you.
Right.
I feel like, if you're raised by a mother and a father, you kind of already have,
What if that person wasn't raised by mother and a father, but they have all those qualities and they just don't understand the things that you might like? You might have to show them, right?
You can guide them a little bit, but train.
She don't like the term.
That's what you use.
It's the word. It's the word, everybody. It's
Always the word.
It's the word.
I mean, because is the woman or the man a pit
So
bull?
let me ask you this:
Like, that's smart.
is groom a better word?
No.
All right. So why would you marry one? See what I did there? You see what I did there? It's the bride and groom.
I need-
I'm trying to tell
Oh
you.
my God, that's
I
such
did.
a dad joke.
But wait, are you a comedian?
Nah, I'm just keeping it real. Like real shit. It's literally the bride and groom, and we always say it. Words mean things. It's a groom because your father gives you away to the groom,
Traditionally,
so
yes.
he can groom you to be a wife. You don't know what a wife is prior to.
You all can have healthy communication about likes and dislikes, and then you cater to each other based on that. Training each other, no. Grooming each other, no.
But see, but you have to
It's
look at the
working
definition
with
of
one
groom.
another.
Somebody pull up the definition of groom.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Say
Dan, you had it?
Can't.
I looked up the source. So accommodate is next to train in related words. So it's accommodate.
Groom.
Can I say
Right?
something?
Yeah, you absolutely
Yeah.
can.
You're saying that as if you can't groom a man.
He
No.
said each other.
The first thing I said was
Okay.
both ways. Train each other to be
Because
right for
Stedman
each other.
is a real thing.
Say that again?
Stedman, Oprah.
But they're not married, so they don't count. I don't count anything that's not a marriage.
Y'all want the definition?
I feel like when you use the word groom, that's almost like a older woman dealing with a younger man. She's grooming him, right? That's when you use it more so.
Not when there's a marriage between a bride and a.
Here we go with
My
this
bad.
word again.
I'm just saying words mean things, and we have to use those accordingly. It's not called a groom for no reason. He's standing up there waiting on his wife to be brought to him. His job when a man takes a woman as his wife, he is to take on all that responsibility.
Okay.
So he has
Are
to
you a wife?
groom
But
her.
let
Are
me
you a
ask
wife?
you this. Can I ask
Are you a
you?
wife? I'm not a
So
wife.
what if? So we're talking about the scenario right now.
Look who didn't want to sit on
No,
the couch.
I'm just saying, for real.
Yeah.
So we're talking about groom, right?
Mhm.
You're taking this woman as she is. She's a motivated, driven businesswoman. She's established. She's got her business.
Is she?
But-
You saying if someone takes that on?
I'm just saying that right
Mhm.
now we're talking about a woman. For example, this one right here. She's a woman. She's got her business. She's got her family that's supporting her business, right?
Mhm.
So you're a man that's coming into the business, and you're coming into this woman, and you want to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take this woman as she is.
You don't.
Can I add?
That's why a lot of
Then you're
men.
not the one.
Exactly, and that's why a lot of men don't go for women that have all of that going, because I'm not coming into this to fit into your program. Because I'm the lead. Hold on, I'm the lead of this household, right? I'm not coming to fit into your
Then why
program.
would you ever be attracted to her in the first place?
It may be physical first. What I'm saying is, at the end of
That's
the
not
day,
attraction.
hold on,
That's lust.
hold on, hold on.
That's
At the end,
lust.
Always.
no, attraction absolutely starts physical. It doesn't have to be lust to love somebody's eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's not lust. If I love your smile, that's not lust. You know
what
what I'm
I'm
saying?
is that's
But-
not marriage material. You can't groom a woman that's already
Exactly, and
established.
that's why a lot of men don't deal with that. That's what I'm trying to explain
They
to you.
do.
A lot of men don't want to come.
They
Look,
do.
if I have to come, if I meet you and I have to come second to not only your dreams and your career, then that's not what I'm looking for in a
Or do you
wife.
just
But
know
men
You
do
dig what I'm saying?
I don't think she's saying
But
come
men do
second.
Well,
Who
you.
said that?
Do I scare
So what I'm saying is you have to
I
to
like
deal
this
with
shit.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Though. That's the fact.
Do you believe in marriage in a biblical sense?
I mean, I believe in marriage. I ain't really.
It sounds like it.
What's the biblical sense?
Yeah, you know what I'm
Well,
saying? I believe in marriage.
The Bible it says when a man findeth a wife,
He finds a good thing, right?
So just because words, they do have meaning,
Mhm.
right? So it could have said when a husband finds a wife, but it says when a man finds a wife. It could have said when a man finds a woman. It says when a man finds a wife. So technically, she's already a wife. It doesn't, you get what I'm saying?
So is a woman a wife that's not dedicated to her family and her man?
Nobody
just-
said
Hold
she
on.
wasn't
This
dedicated.
is a question.
Then nobody
It's-
said
hold
she
on.
wasn't dedicated.
Hold on.
But nobody
If you
said she wasn't
hold
dedicated.
on, if you have a career, right?
What you
And if your career is first and you're a career
11,
woman,
8-11.
you're dedicated to that. You're not
Nobody said she
dedicated to
wasn't-
the family
Because
or
I'm
that
able
man.
to take on more responsibilities than you, it seems like now we're in competition. Because now
What do you
your
mean?
ego is in jeopardy.
So
Because now you're wondering, why is she able to do more than I can? Which
who's saying
technically
she's
women
doing more?
can do.
Who's saying she's doing
You
more?
are.
So
because
remember-
you wanna
remember what we
date
said.
down.
No, what I'm
You
saying
said-
is men. Listen, I don't
Yeah,
need you
that's what it
to
sound like.
take care of me. You understand what
Like,
I'm
I
saying?
wanna deal
And that's the
with you,
thing.
like,
That's
over
fine.
you.
If you feel like, that's what it is, that's okay. But I'm telling you, men don't want a woman that thinks, like, we're not searching for the boss chick. You did what I'm saying? Men just aren't. They just aren't. You know what I'm saying? I have multiple men here that you're not searching for the boss
That's why
chick.
they
think they're
because-
very
Because-
used to it.
Yeah.
though. I
They
think they're
always
used
go
to
back
it.
to the
And
dog.
I
I'll
think
say
it's
this.
from
Hold on,
a
hold on,
standpoint
hold on,
of
hold on, hold on.
patriarchy for sure.
Hold on.
I'll say this. I'll say this
What
for
you
me.
said, yes.
Yeah.
I'll say this
They
for me.
always
It's
do
not
that.
always either way. Like if you got this great job, or if you don't, I'm looking at the person outside of that.
Your
But,
background.
what I say
Mhm.
as a this why where like the roles in a relationship is real important because it's like I don't think any person should put their career before their family. But as the man, you have to provide at first.
Facts.
If you see a family on the street, nobody coming up to the wife like, why y'all on the street? So a man gonna have to provide, but as a woman, you also have to play that role to where your career can never be
Bigger than a
bigger
family.
than a family because you have to play your role as well as helping the family, taking care of the kids. And a lot of times, a big part of what the man's role is in a family is making sure you provide and making sure that you're putting the money to have the house and your wife is taking care of the house. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's still a situation where you could be that boss, and I'm not saying I'm not looking for that, but it's like it should never
How
come
they
before
coincide.
it
But
could
can I
coexist, but it
She
should never
wasn't
come
saying that,
before the
But I
family.
never said that. Like, you can, I'm not saying that as a wife, that means I can't concede to the husband, right?
Mhm.
He's the head of the household. But this is a fact. When you met me, I was this.
Mhm.
And the man's gonna be the head of the household, I'm the woman, but I'm still this.
Mhm.
So as a man, you have to figure out, how do I solve this puzzle, right? How do I fit myself into this equation, because this is a woman that I want and love. Going back to what I was talking about with him, niggas gonna always go back to the dummy. But who do they cheat with? The boss. That's who they're interested in.
I have no idea what that means. I'm gonna give you
I
that.
mean, that's
I don't know.
real.
I'm just
Wait,
saying.
wait,
like,
They're
wait.
interested in the boss.
Women,
They
I
want
mean, the
to
men
be-
gonna cheat with the boss?
Listen,
I don't know.
you
I don't
are-
know. I always thought men
As a
cheat
man,
down.
as a man, nah. Well,
Yeah,
Me?
well,
they do.
who do they lust after?
They lust. They lust.
I would
after-
say
They lust.
either one.
Look, man, look,
They lust
hold on.
after the slut.
Right,
That's
listen.
what they lust after.
Right. I don't think any
Oh,
man.
well.
But I love my wife. I love my
You
woman.
love her because
but
she's
she about to-
docile.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on.
She's
Hold on. What?
docile. She will
No.
go with what you say. She's
The
gonna
wife?
do
No,
what you
no.
say.
You talking about the wife?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You love her for a number of reasons.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I
You
love
love
her
her
for
for
a
a
number.
number of reasons.
And
But she is also what? Going along with your ultimate plan. she's not gonna challenge you to a point where it's gonna shake the room.
What do you mean by challenge, though?
Yeah.
She's saying that his wife allows him to lead.
Right,
That's what
without
she
You
said.
can't be a
Here's
boss
my
and be
thing.
led by your
If
husband.
you
Right.
wrong
This
and
some-
I'm your wife, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah. That's how.
Right. But if you don't agree with what I'm telling you, now we have a conflict.
So
Are you gonna concede to your
time
wife?
out. Real
It don't
quick.
make me less of a man if I concede to my wife.
I'm not saying that does.
I don't think it makes
Right.
me less of a man if she comes with a good, like, option or whatever it
Y'all
is.
supposed
With
to
his
help each
logic,
other
I
grow.
feel like
Right,
it does.
but
Y'all
here's the
supposed to help
thing.
each other grow.
With his
When we
logic,
say
I feel like
it was
that's
something
the
that I heard. You said allows him to lead. You shouldn't. It's not about. You can't allow a leader to lead, right? That's something that happens. You dig what I'm saying? Regardless if you wanted to or not, a leader is going to lead because they know what's best for the scenario, the situation, or in this case, the family. You dig what I'm saying? Now, your wife is there to consult with. That's who you consult with. You make all your heavy decisions with. It's not about, oh, I'm the leader, so you're going to listen to me. No, it's not about that. But you know, it's about the leader's situation comes down to fault. It's my responsibility. When your father gives you away to me as the groom, right? You see what I did there? When your father gives you away to me as the groom, it's my job to make sure we are good. Going back to something that you just said, in the event that, let's say, God forbid, my wife lose her job, right? And we lose everything. Nobody's going to look at her. They're going to look at me.
But
We
who
lose
makes
everything.
the
Hold
better
on.
decision?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
knows?
matter.
Ooh.
It's
Who
not
knows?
about, no, it's about, so look, here's my thing. You can't properly lead a family.
Survival of the fittest.
Listen to what I'm saying. So if my wife lose her job and we lose everything, it's on me. If I lose my job and we lose everything, it's on me. You see what I'm saying? It's not about, nobody's going to look at her and say, oh, why y'all on the street?
It's on y'all. Technically,
It's
it
on
is.
us.
No, but it's on the man because you're not properly leading.
So,
Never.
let me say
I will
one.
never let my
Go
family
ahead,
get
'cause
to the
you
point
have
where
to
we
say it.
lost
Looking-
everything. That's
what-
crazy.
Hold on, y'all.
Like, I feel like both of y'all are right, but you're looking in the aspect of caring what other people think about you, and she's looking in the aspect of it's you and me. I don't care what nobody think about
As
us.
she should,
Like,
That's
because
right,
that's
though.
what it
we fell
is.
together, and you're
As
like,
a leader,
oh my god, everybody's gonna be like, oh my god,
No,
he feels
it's
her.
not
It's
that.
not that.
I don't
because
care.
of society.
No, it's-
That's society,
gender
but like, I'm
roles.
just
That's
saying,
what it
there's
is.
two different aspects.
it's
of, like,
a
how you're
leader.
looking at
I
it.
have to. A man is here to lead his household. Plain and simple. It's not going. If, like I said, if we lose everything, nobody's going to look at the wife and say, "Girl, you fucked up." And it's not even just about other people, but it's in actuality, you fucked up, nigga. If your family is on the street, you wasn't doing enough because that's what we are here for.
And that's
We are here to
because-
provide, protect, and provisions. Right? That's our job. When you look at it, when you say the things that you want out of a man, all the women in here, when y'all look at what y'all want out of a man, what do those things look like?
But why would I let it get to that point?
It's not about let. If it does get to that point, you gonna say you fucked up?
No, I'm gonna say we need to fix this as a team, and I'm not gonna let it get any further into this hole that you're digging. I'm sorry that you think this way. I'm sorry that the consultation with me as your wife is not going how you expected. But as a woman and a mother of these children, I need to take care of my household. You can. And I'm going to deal with this as it needs to be dealt with.
Right.
You can deal with your ego over here. I'm going to
And,
deal with
and
your
you're
family.
speaking, you're speaking from a set of we're gonna do it this way, and
No.
that's failed leadership.
No.
Hold on, that's failed
But
leadership.
that's not where I'm
Because
speaking
as the
of.
man, here's the thing: as the man, as the leader of your household, your job is to make sure that you don't even have to have those conversations with
I
yourself.
understand that.
You get what I'm saying?
But what
Add
I'm
something. I think where it kind of even got to this point was where we were talking about, especially this generation of dating, right? Like how we got boss women, and then we got men who are like, I don't want to deal with these boss women, right? Because like they expect to be in a leadership position. So I think that's more so like where we're like, okay, having this issue of how do we coincide with boss women or women who are bossing up, getting their own money now, right? Coming from patriarchy where women weren't allowed to have their own bank account less than 100 years ago, you know what I'm saying? To now, women are like busting out like, I can have my own money, I'm not being controlled by the man who, I'm with you because you got a bag, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. I'm not saying everybody's like that. But I'm saying, like, we're to a point now where women are getting their own money. And men are like, some men, not every man, but some men are like, I don't know what to do with that or how I fit because she's so bossy. Because she so had to get it on her own for so long. So I guess in that case, what would be maybe your take on how that dynamic could work? Because to tell a woman to not go get her own bag or be a boss in that sense, I think is kind of like demeaning, right? To tell a woman not to boss up. And I do think that some of it has to be tailored when you come home, you know, be a little soft. Hey,
Cut
baby.
that shit off.
And
And that's where I was going to go
But-
with it when you were asking. So in that situation, you see a lot of that where, look, you can be the boss at work. You come in here, you're not. That's not what we're going to do. You're not going to talk to me like I'm one of your employees or your subordinates. You're not going to treat me that way because that's not what's going on here.
So respect.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
minimum, right.
But the thing is, it's very hard for women, once they get into that situation, to dial that back.
To cut it off.
You know what I'm saying? It's very hard.
So
What I-
So who,
some women.
and number one, who's to say that connotation of dialogue is happening at the workplace? That's the first thing. Your assumption is that they're being talked down to at work.
No. I said
Gang
that
shit coming with
that
it.
they are talking down to people at work.
And
Remember, if
who's
you go
to
back,
say that? As
so-
a leader,
because-
I don't talk down to my
well, that
subordinates.
you may be a good boss, but remember my question that I asked everybody on the couch: who was better? I was speaking from experience of being around in these situations. I understand and I see when some women get a little piece of power, it goes to their head.
I think
Mean Girls is a real thing, right? You think that Mean
but
Girls?
there's mean boys too.
Not really. Not see. Here's the thing: it's not mean boys. Either you a sucker or not. If you a boss,
Yes, there's a bunch of
But-
bitch ass niggas out
but
there.
what I'm saying is, but in the
Yeah.
but in the workplace, it doesn't go that far. In the workplace, it doesn't go that
It
far.
does though.
All
right, how long-
What doesn't go far? I'm sorry. I know.
Hold on. In the workplace, it doesn't go that far
What does?
because men also adjust hierarchy by themselves. You know, if you come into you at the gig, right? You know who know the shit and goddamn it, who been here the longest, and you not popping your neck at him because he got an attitude this day or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. I'm speaking
But there are
from
men
experience.
who do.
There
From
are, I'm
experience.
sure, but I'm
From
speaking
experience.
in what field?
I know some bitch ass niggas.
In what field?
Creative
Human
fields.
resources.
Human resources. Real
She
hey,
deal with a lot of bitch ass
yeah,
niggas.
that's what I'm saying. Real niggas don't go into human resources. Only bitch ass niggas.
Oh, come on now.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you.
That's